Hello again, this is Brian Herbst. This is Brian's Blenders. This is episode 12. Title of this one is, should have gotten it in writing. And just as a recap, what Brian Blenders is all about is I talk about things that happened in my 40-year career where I made mistakes that impacted either my career, my relationship with others, or the business I was working in. So again, on to this episode, get it in writing. So in 2015, I switched companies and I went to work for a company in the UK that was owned by a venture capital group, which is all good. And part of my agreement with them, contract, is I would get a yearly bonus based on sales metrics, which is all fine and good. So year one passes. And it comes up to that time, and I'd never really talked to my boss about what are my metrics. And he met with the board, and next thing I know, I got a bonus that was fine. I'm like, okay, this is a little weird, but hey, I'll take it. It worked. And I found in that first year that getting my boss to commit things into writing was more than difficult. But anyway, and I kind of knew that the company was going to be sold at some point, being owned by investment bankers, because that's just what they do. And actually, there was a little piece in my agreement that I would get a little piece of the pie if and when they got sold. Well, next thing I know, we're trying to get sale. We're trying to do the sale. So we go through that process, and we ultimately get sold. And it was 6 months into our fiscal year. We were doing really, really well. Life's grand. And the new company was like, nope, okay, we're starting a new fiscal year now. We're gonna shift you. I was like, okay. So went to my boss and I said, hey, what about my bonus for that 6 months? I mean, shouldn't I get something? We did really well. We were doing anything and everything to get our revenues up to make us attractive for sale. And he goes, yeah, you're right. Let me see what I can do. Okay. So he comes back to me, days to a week or two later, and says, I tried to get that approval to pay off a bonus, but the HR manager at the acquiring company said, hey, where's the document? Where's the bonus plan? And we didn't have one. It wasn't in writing, although I was over sales and I had a sales plan and that was the target, but it wasn't really proper, to say the least. And my boss was only willing to fight for it so much. So I felt I was kind of screwed out of 6 months bonus. And, I had a decision to make. Do I make a stink of it? I had just gotten a little bit of payout, from the company being sold, which was quite nice. And the company that bought us was also owned by an investment group, and they were going to sell at some point. Don't know when, but, so that was in the cards. And so I had a decision to make. Do I make a stink of this bonus and possibly risk getting the payout when we sell, the next time? Which, who knew at that time when that was going to be. So I made the decision, just let it go. Just let it go. But the mistake I made in all of this is I should have insisted on getting it in writing. I should have written it up myself and submitted it to HR and submitted it to my manager saying this is what I think is appropriate. And I would have forced the conversation, and if nothing else, when my boss went to the HR manager of the acquiring company, he would have had something that he could have put in front of her that would have looked appropriate. And I probably would have gotten the bonus. The company that bought us, I found, I worked for them for many years afterwards. I felt they were an ethical company. The CEO was a stand-up guy. So I think they would have done the right thing. Disappointing they didn't, in my view, didn't do the right thing at that time. But it was really on me. I knew there was this hole in my compensation that wasn't well documented, and I didn't address it. I didn't close it up, and it cost me. So that is my blunder. So hope you learned something from that. So today I'm at Double Stamp Brewery in Greenville, South Carolina. I'm up on their second floor deck, which is actually really nice. Hadn't been up here before. I'm drinking their Grizzly Adams IPA, really nice, 7.5% alcohol, quite good. Again, if you get in the area and you want to stop by, I suggested give me a call and I'll meet you here. So anyway, hope you learned something, and I will talk to you again next week. Take care.